So my 2008 XB is experiencing some starting issues after not driving it for a while. Here's my alternator. As you can see, it's a Denso brand. I got this replaced in 2016, so over a decade now. So I think it's time to replace it. So the first step is to disconnect the battery. I'm just gonna disconnect the positive terminal. Right here is a 10 millimeter. And we'll just set this aside. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect these two connectors right here, and we're gonna unbolt this bracket. So this one's a 10 millimeter. So you push the little tab right here and you'll be able to get this connector off. This one is a little cover, so you can just lift from the back here and you should be able to remove it. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, there. This nut right here is also a 10, so we'll remove that. So here are the parts I'm going with. Gates brand. Here's the part number. And here's the alternator. Went with Denso again. There's the part number. And here's the alternator. We're also going to remove this connector. There's a little tab right here. You just push. Down here, there's this little connector that you need to remove. You can try to break it if you don't want to save it. It's this plastic zip tie connector. So it's kind of hard to see, but underneath the belt, you'll see this stud right here, and it's a 19 millimeter. I'm going to get a 19 millimeter socket and place it on the belt. So with your ratchet right there, you can get a pipe and you kind of just put some pressure on this to compress it so you can take off the belt. So with some finessing of this, I was able to get the belt off. So now we need to take the alternator out. There's a bolt here. This one is a 14. And then there's a bolt underneath, which is a 12. I won't be able to get you footage on that because it's kind of hard to fit a camera underneath there. It's kind of tight, so I'm going to use a breaker bar. There it is, 12 millimeter. Alright, this is the 14 millimeter. With those two bolts released, you should be able to take the alternator out. So let's give it a little wiggle. Get this out of the way. There you go. Alright, we're gonna add the new alternator now. Hopefully it fits. Oh yeah, it fits right in there. Now we add the 12 millimeter that goes underneath the alternator. You're gonna have to like feel for it. Yeah, it's It's hard to feel for that 12 millimeter down there. Once we get the 12 millimeter tightened, we will tighten this 14 millimeter up here. All right, now we're gonna reconnect all the cables. So this one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. Then this one goes here. Then you want to tighten this down and tighten this one down as well. You can put the cover back on. So it's really hard to get a camera in here, so this is the best that I could get of the belt underneath. So this is kind of like the configuration. Then on top, this part of the belt goes on the alternator. So now you're going to do the reverse, and you're going to press on this to compress the tensioner so that you can get the new belt on. So to help you with taking off the belt and installing it back, you can rent this tool, serpentine belt tensioner tool, so that you can release the tension on the belt and remove the belt, and also release the tension so that you can reinstall the belt. So here's the part number. I got this at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I believe AutoZone has a set as well. So this is what's included in the kit. Most importantly, you want to have these two pieces. These parts are not going to fit because you need a 19 millimeter. So I'm going to use this 19 millimeter. The only thing is that this one has a half drive adapter, so I won't be able to fit this, but with the help with an adapter, I'll be able to put the 19 on. But it would also help if you just had the half 19, so I might get that tool in the future. What you want to do is you kind of want to assemble it like this. You can put the 19 millimeter on this end and then adjust this like this. You're going to take your tool and you're going to wedge this and find that 19 millimeter. So now it's in, but I need to adjust this, so we're gonna put it a little bit this way. So with this tool, when you put pressure on it from up above, you can release the tension off the belt. See, now it's loose. And when you put the pressure on, you'll be able to slide the belt off. If you have a hard time putting the belt on, what you could do is not put in this bolt yet. Leave this loose and it'll allow the alternator to slide back a little bit, which will give you better ability to slide this belt back on. So we've now installed a new alternator on this 2008 Scion XB. It's looking great and the car's running great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.